Good afternoon guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Now today it is freezing. Yeah, that is frost. There's frost on that one. Every single car has frost on it, so no doubt mine will have frost on it too. So you guys better respect this. You know, I'm not doing this for fun. I could actually just not record this and do it for myself, but I'm recording it for you. I'm going to get cold hands, cold face, cold everything, right? Okay, so please leave a like, a thumbs up, comment, you know, yeah. So, I ain't just doing it for myself. I'm doing it for you guys, because you come back and watch my videos and you're all lovely and nice and everything. So what are we doing today? Well, let's have a look at the job board, shall we? So we're buy and fit blinds now. Boring. Done that one. Ah. Yeah. Right, we'll do that one then. Right. So how's the steering wheel go on? Well, I know most of you who are watching this will know how it goes on, how it basically sits on. Well, what you have is you have a kind of shaft, which is your steering column. I'm going to simplify it. It might be different, but you have a shaft with some splines on it, yeah, and that's your steering column, and then your steering wheel goes onto that, and then it turns. Okay. What I mean by that is splines. If you look inside this hole, I'll just focus it. Can you see it has little lines in it? Well, that rod goes through there and kind of grips with outward lines, and then that's what rotates it. Now you're probably thinking, with the splines, how you could put it on that way, that way, that way. You can put it on any way, but how do you know whether it's straight? Well, I'm guessing on most, like nearly all cars, will have this, but the Megane especially does, because I'm going to prove it now. So in this hole, the shaft comes through here, and what you've got is you've got a line there, which is your top dead center line, okay? So with your band, you've got the line, okay? And if what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the original one off, but before I take it off, I'm just going to, if it doesn't have a line matching that on the stem, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit of pen or Tip-X and just mark the shaft exactly where it sat originally, okay? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Also, what I want to show you is, on the back cover here, on the steering wheel that I bought, it has been damaged, basically by putting in a screwdriver or a stick and trying to get the airbag off. Now, just be careful with this plastic, because obviously it does happen. It's only thin. It's not that strong, okay? Just be careful which way you're actually pulling on it, because you don't want to damage that. If you do damage it, it's not the end of the world because you can't see it. But yeah, this bit is covered with the Boss, so you can't actually see it anyway. But if you do get any bits like that, just trim it off, because otherwise it's going to scratch on the plastic every time you turn. It's going to sound nasty. Must have been the guy who bought it off. He's written my name on it. It says David underneath where it's crossed out, and then it says Oliver. So you could say this steering wheel had my name written all over it. Right, so I've now got the hardest task that I could ever be given, and that's always finding my car keys. Oh, that's easy there, thought. Right, okay, so let's go and start it up, turn the steering wheel, and we'll get this battery disconnected. Tools. So from what I've read, it's not really too much of a hard job. Yeah, I was right, it does have frost on it. Give me some weird looks. Right, so I'll put that there. Start it. Just ignore the that it's because I've been my exhaust alarm, the sensor's gone a bit cold and doesn't really want to work anymore. So that stays on the whole time now. It's like a very festive Christmas tree. Right, so straighten your wheel and then literally 180 degrees like that. Okay, turn it off, and then what that does is it exposes that hole, and that's where you put your tool in. Okay, you put it in that way. Don't try and put it in downwards, don't try and put it in upwards, it just goes straight in. And then I think you push downwards, maybe? Maybe that way? We'll try it now and see what happens. So if you'll notice, my car automatically unlocks because it has keyless entry, so I don't actually need to unlock it. Tell you what I will do though, is I'll put the keys in on the seat and I'll leave this door open so it doesn't want to automatically lock. So then what you want to do is you've got a tab here. Well, you can just pull that one out a bit. And then that one. Right, so you want to undo the red one, which is there, and that is a size 12 or 13 by the looks of it. Right, just so you know, most cars are 13. I think Renault are being awkward and making it a 12 just because they can. I'll take a 10 as well, so I'm not wasting my time. So will the alarm go off? Let's see, shall we? Do you reckon the alarm will go off? Sparking away. No, it didn't go off. That's interesting. So this nut's held on like a captive nut, has little tangs that fold over. So it's 12:59, so we'll leave it for a quarter of an hour. Got any post on the no one likes me. No one. It basically just lets all static charge, any bits of electric, any spark in it, anything like that which may be in the car, just to die down. Any computers which might still be feeding electric to the actual airbag, it just lets all that go. Now, I'm not joking. Remember that an airbag is an explosive, okay? It will go bang. It will make your ears ring a little bit. It will hit you in the face, okay? When you crash a car, I've never been in a car crash, right? But when you crash a car, it's not like a comfy little pillow hitting you in the face. It is a charge which is like bang. It will cause some damage, okay? And it will cost you a fortune. So, disclaimer, right? Don't think that like anything I say, go and do your research. I've been doing a bit of research on it. You need to leave it for as long as you can, and you need to be careful. Okay, they're not toys, they're not cheap. Just be careful when you're doing it, alright? And so I put the bonnet down, purely because the wind was getting up a little bit and I didn't want it to blow off backwards or something stupid like that. So, yeah, I bought that in as well. Don't shut your bonnet down on that. Moving on, we've got noodles here. These are so good. You can get them in pot noodle form as well. If you go into Tesco's, don't go to the pot noodle section. Go to the Oriental Chinese food section and oh my god. They're so good. If you see these, buy them. You'll love them, honestly. So I'm just gonna make them now. And that should give us plenty of time because we've already had nearly 20 minutes now disconnected, so I'm going to leave it a little bit longer and have noodles, I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to, yeah, carry on with that, okay? I'll just do that where it is. I wonder if I actually need to take all that off. Right, so we have one airbag. Yes! Christ, that hurt though. If you're gonna do it, you want a big one. You want a big, big ratchet, because that seriously hurt. It's gone purple. Remember I was telling you about that little centre point? It actually has blue paint right next to it, so it's actually been pre-marked. So I don't actually need to do anything with it, which is great really. Right, so you've got a little tab there, you want to flick that out. So you pull it out that way, yeah. So they go in sideways, which is a bit weird. And then we'll do the other one as well. Yeah, we'll use that. You put that in there, pull that tab out, and then that just slides out. The airbag's now out. You've got a little clip here, which comes out. Yeah. And then you've got, well, that one just stays where it is. So then you basically just pull it, and that's the steering wheel off. That's the blue I was telling you about. Oh, he does not like focusing on that. But there's a little blue notch, so don't touch it, don't rub it, don't do anything with it, because you'll need that. Gotta admit though, it looks pretty weird without a steering wheel. That is weird. You'll know what I mean when you take yours out, but it just looks proper strange. Right, so let's get on and get a new wheel on, and let's swap all these buttons over as well. I'll show you how to do that. Right, so I left the car for around about an hour, purely because I was having lunch, and the longer you can leave it the better really. So you're probably thinking, why the hell have I changed the steering wheel? It looks absolutely fine. Well, if you look closely there, you can see where it's all worn. All the colours come off it. The stitching's fine. Everything's fine about it, it's just that bit, and I think it was just one day it started coming off. Let's switch all these bits over to the Alcantara one. So you've got a side-by-side comparison. You can see it's more of a grey rather than a black. I didn't really want black because although it looks really good, it can sometimes go a bit shiny. I'm going to have to wear some kind of gloves as well. I just don't want it getting dirty and full of grease, and being a mechanic as well, I always have dirty hands and they're oily and greasy, so I'm going to have to wear some kind of glove which goes over. But it's time to strip this steering wheel down. It's going to be hard to try and do it, but hopefully it'll be alright. So first thing you'll notice is I managed to get it off without damaging it, which is always a bonus. You don't have to yank on it, you don't have to go mad on it. Right, so the first thing you want to remove is this back bit, okay? So it's pretty easy. All you do is you just put one finger on there and it pops out. Put one finger on there, push, and it pops out. And then you want to turn it upside down, put two fingers on there, and push, and that's it, it's come off. All you need to do is just unclip your wires from the little hook in there, and then it comes off. So that's one cover off. This bottom one, the see-through one, it's held on by three little pegs. So best thing to do, now that you can get to the back of this bit here, because that bit covers that bit, can just push at the bottom and then on the top. And just keep working it, try not to break the little pegs that are in there. So I'm just gonna get a knife just to help me a little bit. And all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lever that out. Now here's a top tip for you. If you're bending the knife, your missus is going to kill you. So you just keep on levering it, bit by bit. That's 2 out. 1 out. And the last one, which is there. You can see how thin and fragile those pins are. Okay? They do snap very easy. So just be careful, yeah? Now, I've taken these out before, obviously, because I've got the carbon fibre ones. You've got 1 peg there, 1 peg there, and 1 peg there. Okay? Just so you know. And what you want to do is when you get your knife again, you want to stick it in underneath and just gently lever them out. Basically the steering wheel is made of foam, like a kind of hard rubber, and those little lugs just push into it, so all you're doing is just pulling them out again. Don't matter if you break one, because it will still push in, but just be careful of them really, just try and get them out in one piece if you can. Right, and that's another one. Right, so here you have the little tabs which the airbag touches, yeah? It pushes on there and on there. So when it goes on there, it just clips in and it picks up its feed from these two. Or a positive and negative, I'm not sure, but it's a double trigger mechanism. So if you're taking this off and you want to put on a racing steering wheel, you'll need all different kinds of yeah, so you'll need 2 resistors if you're going to put a racing steering wheel on it. That's all I'm trying to say. So these screw in. And what you want to do is you just want to remove them. We're undoing that from there. And we're undoing that one from there. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to swap everything from that one to that one. So we'll take that off. So what you do with this is you just lift that up and pull it towards you. Lift that one up and pull it towards you. And all of this should just come out in one go. So if you look, the wire for that one hooks behind there. So remember that. Keep that like that. And the wire for that one hooks behind there. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that now. And we're going to hook that behind there. Like that. Hook that behind there. like that. And then we're going to put that in. That's gone in there nicely. I'm going to put that one in as well. And then what you want to do is you want to get those tabs back on. So if you look, it's got like a little hook. It's hard to film it really, but it's got a little hook there, and that kind of just hooks over, and then you push it down, and it kind of clips on anyway. You don't really need to line it up or anything, it just kind of clips on. So you want to get your screw back in there. The reason why I put that on first was because if you screw that down, you might not be able to pull that through and take up the excess. So yeah, so put that on. Ratchet. That's in, that's one, and then the second one. Screw that in. Once you've done that, you just want to push this one in. Now some of you are probably wondering why I'm not putting in the carbon fibre one, and the truth is that it's just not ready yet. I haven't had the time to sort it, but I'm going to do it on the side. Yeah, that's pushed in there. I'm going to do it on the side of doing these other vlogs, and then I'm just going to bring it out one day and say, yeah, I've done it. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but I've just been so busy with other stuff. But I know that's not an excuse, but I have. That's the truth. These little bits here, they just push into the underside of the steering wheel. So you put the wheel like that, and those bits just push in there. So I'm gonna put that there, push them in. Right, so once it's on, you've got two tiny little ones here, some tiny little things that stop this bottom bit from flopping about. Just make sure they're in properly, because they're quite flexible and they bend, and sometimes they're not in and this bit flaps about. I just found that out just then, it wasn't sitting properly. So just push it all down, make sure it's all pushed in. And that's what it should look like when you're done. Right, so we know now that if you're changing your steering wheel stock for stock, you don't have to take this plastic cover off. That one. Yeah. It's only if you want to put in a boss and you want to get rid of all this stuff. Right, let's put it on then and see what it looks like. Remember to put it on upside down, yeah. Pass these through. If I remember rightly, it was blue on that side. That looks about right. Yep, that's right. So that's on. This thing here, it spins, and that cancels your indicator when you put it on. So when you put your indicator on, if your indicators aren't cancelling, self-cancelling, it's probably something down to this little squib thing here. I can't remember exactly which way around those wires went. I don't know whether they're... Oh, that little clip I was telling you about, it's that bit there. So you just push them in and they get caught behind there and don't move. Just like that. Right, so That's plugged in, that's plugged in. Yeah, so that's alright. You want to put that on there as well. And then tighten it up. It's got Loctite on it already. It's not as if it's going to come undone, so you don't have to go mental on it. But it does want to be tight. You don't want to be like going around the corner and finding it comes off in your hand around. You don't want to feel play when you just put it on. Okay, I'm sorry about this camera angle. I'm really trying here, guys, but it's not really working. Right, so the good thing about making these videos is if you forget stuff like this, you have video evidence of where these go. But if you cannot remember, it's quite easy. The green plug is for that one, which is green, and then the blue one is for the blue one. So you can't really get it messed up. If you do, then you know you really need to open your eyes a bit more. But apart from that, that's in. That's in. Click. You want a click, yeah? Don't just push it in and think it's right. You want it to go like a proper click. And then that should literally just pop back on. So just to give you a brief idea of what is actually going on, this plate, you're looking to push that plate off that bit there, yeah? So the plate kind of hooks over. What you're looking to do is just push that plate off. Your notches, that sits in the notches, yeah? So you're looking just to push that plate off backwards, and it should come off. If you watch the start of the video, you actually see me pushing my hand on the horn, and as you put your little stick into there, you can actually feel it coming off. So that's what I did. That's what you're playing with, that thing there. And then to put it back on, you literally, by the looks of things, it looks as though you put it on and then push it up. That's what it looks like. That's how you do it. You literally just put it on, push it up. Yeah, did you all get that? I hope that recorded, because I ain't doing that again. Right, so what we can do now is we can go and disconnect the, reconnect the battery and see what happens. Whilst I'm in here as well, the gear knob. How do you get that off? You literally just pull it. You need two hands for it. Now, when you're pulling it up, make sure not to pull up and smack yourself in the face. Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah. You have no idea how long it takes to set these shots up. Trying to get the camera to balance, because it's a big old camera. Jeez, might be because of cold weather. There you go. Make sure your spring don't fly away like that. Yeah, and if you want to get your gate off, you can get it off that way as well. So spring back on. Alcantara gear knob. Boom. On. I want to get that out as well. I don't like that. I'm gonna use my old trusty knife. Right, that's that one out. And as I was telling you before, I've got a streamlined carbon one to go in. It's a bit old, it's out my old one, but it'll do the job. So that's the steering wheel done. That's on. That's on. I'm not. I'm not 100% sure on that with the yellow, blue, yellow. But let me know what you think in the comments, because I'm not 100% sold on that. I might stick the original back on, leave it as it is. But we'll see. But anyway, let's get the battery reconnected and we'll go from there. Right, so if you guys remember, I think it was a 10mm. Yeah, got that. So let's go and put the battery back on and see what happens. Let's go and see if the airbag blows up. Because that'll be fun. That's been mega tight. All the lights are back on. And the mileage too. Not the grimmest looking engine bay ever. Could do with a clean. Oh, hello. Right, let's go and let's see whether it's level. What are you doing? Go on. Right, I think that's sorted itself. Ooh. Right, that works. Those lights were there before, as I showed you. There's no airbag lights on, which is good. So it looks like a mission successful. That's pretty bang on straight. And I think that is too. Stripes are bang on, which I'm bloody happy with. Oh, it feels so nice. Ooh. Oh, that is nice actually. That does feel that does feel good. Yeah, if you're thinking about doing this steel wheel, definitely do it, because it feels mint. I'm liking that. I'm just not sure about that. I've always got my other one there if I need it, but I might just, I don't know. I just don't know if it, I don't think it looks right. It might grow on me. I'll leave it as it is, and I'll see how I'll get on with it. What's that doing on 2? On auto? I think you'll agree it looks pretty nice.
We started right, gonna rip up these guys, man, I swallow their pride like a side of fries. Any man's career over mine's gonna dice, don't chat like you're sick, cause we don't like lies. Chatting bare breeze on the slide, I don't like that though, so I ain't got no time for any bullshit said in another man's rhyme. Season the game like a sprinkle of time. Yeah man, a good man, I'm doing just fine. Settling in well in this town called grind. Polishing up cause I'm ready to shine. Gonna grasp this chance and claim it mine, cause I'm back for good, like a sturdy spine. And people wanna chat and the...
Please wait whilst we fix the stand. That's it for now, and I'll see you on the next vlog. Bye.